June the 27th, adversity reveals. How does it help my husband to make a misfortune heavier by complaining about it? This is more fit for a king to seize your adversities head on. The more precarious his situation, the more imminent his fall from power. The more firmly he should be resolved to stand and fight. It isn't manly to retreat from fortune. Seneca, Meditations 80. Adversity reveals. How does it help my husband to make misfortune heavier by complaining about it? This is more fit for a king to seize your adversities head on. The more precarious his situation, the more imminent his fall from power, the more firmly he should be resolved. The more firmly he should be resolved to stand and fight. It isn't manly to retreat from fortune. It isn't manly to retreat from fortune. As a CEO of Charles Schwab, Walt Bettinger hires hundreds of people each year and interviews hundreds more. Over his lifetime, we can safely assume he's had his share of hits, misses, and surprises. When it comes to bringing people on board, but consider one technique he's used as he's gotten older. He takes a candidate to breakfast and asks the restaurant's manager to purposely mess up the candidate's breakfast order. He's testing to see how they react. Do they get upset? Do they act rudely? Do they let this little event spoil the meeting? Do they handle the inconvenience with grace and kindness? How do you handle even minor adversity? How do you handle even minor adversity? Might seem like nothing, but in fact, it reveals everything. How we do one thing is how we do everything. Adversity reveals. How does it help my husband to make the misfortune heavier by complaining about it? Does it solve a problem by focusing on the problem? The more we focus on a problem, the heavier it gets. And we're like a king. And we have to stand and fight. And our power, the more problems, the more vulnerable, the more problems that are created, the more vulnerable our power is as a king. The more chance of us being knocked over. The more we look for trouble, the more it comes. So this guy, Walt Bettinger, he tested his candidates' reactions to messed up breakfast, see how they react. Would they be complain to the waiter and be angry, or would they be rude? Do they let the event, or are they with grace? Can we look at the adversity, all adversity with grace, and greet it? Oh, hello, adversity. Welcome, come in. All adversity is welcome. What are you showing me today, adversity, Mr. and Mrs. Adversity? What are you revealing to me? So we can be clear. We cannot like, oh, most people are like, no, I don't want adversity. I don't want problems. And we don't look. I'm scared. I'm scared about if I look at this adversity, then the same thing will happen that happened 20 years ago. I don't want it to happen, so I'm going not to look at it. Because if I don't look at it, then it doesn't. It's not there, but it's there. But the more we look at it, the more we look at it in detail, and allow it and love it, and what's it revealing? Yeah, the more we push against misfortune, the more power it has. So today we're asking, what are we complaining about? What small things are we complaining about? Trivial. Was it that someone didn't message you last night? Was it someone was late for an appointment? Was it the weather isn't as you want it to be today? Is it something on the news that you complain about? Are we complaining about things that we have literally very little control over? And we can ask ourselves, is it making it any better? Or is it making it worse, heavier? And yeah, we all want to be the king. We all want to be the fighter, the strong. So enjoy the adversities today. Ask yourself, what are they revealing? And maybe see you soon.